The accused Club Q shooter did not give off warning signs. He was a warning sign, a walking, talking, threatening, gun-hoarding, bomb-making warning sign. Law enforcement saw it. A judge saw it. The Associated Press was first to report today that a judge warned last year that the alleged shooter needed mental health treatment or things were going to be bad. Steve Steger joins us now after going through these court transcripts.
Yeah, our legal analyst says it's a statement like that. It's very rare from a judge in a hearing like this. The AP reports that these comments came in a preliminary hearing, which basically lays out some of the evidence in a case, and a judge decides whether or not there's enough evidence to bind a case over to trial. Quick refresher, this was a 2021 incident where the Club Q suspect was charged with kidnapping their grandparents. Court documents from this case say they had stockpiled weapons and tried to make a bomb, and that they'd threatened to be the next mass killer. In that preliminary hearing last summer, Judge Robin Chittum says the suspect needed mental health treatment or, quote, it's going to be so bad. Our legal analyst Scott Robinson says typically all you'll hear from a judge in a preliminary hearing like this is whether or not they're binding a case over to trial. But he says even with such a strong statement, there's nothing the judge could do.
Judges in Colorado don't have the power to issue a red flag order on their own. Only a limited number of people, a type of person, is permitted to do so. Law enforcement agents or individuals with a relationship to the individual, the respondent, the one against whom the red flag order is sought.
Now, this case was dismissed in July because the DA was having trouble getting witnesses, including the suspect's grandparents, to testify. Through transcripts today, we learned that the suspect's grandma was sick and bedridden right around the time that this case was supposed to go to trial, and that she argued that she was never served a subpoena properly to testify. Should point out, too, that we also learned through other transcripts today that the suspect was going through therapy and was on some sort of medication in the later months of 2021. Kyle.
So some type of intervention effort. It's so frustrating, and it's got to be heartbreaking for the people closest to the shooting to know that so many people didn't just think that there was something amiss, but said, this is a big time problem if this person says it does what they say they're going to do.
Absolutely. And you know, you read this transcript as the judge is talking in this forum, like recognizing that the same person who was involved in this SWAT situation with police a few weeks ago is not the same person who's in my courtroom right now, but I'm worried about that person appearing again and sliding, and that's why she was so adamant that there be some sort of treatment program, which seemed to be on track at the end of 2021, and then we all know what happened in November.
Steve, thank you.